back.
What's going on, guys? My name is FeaRO, and I'm going to be your Codcaster for this gameplay. What we're about to see is FeaR John put his team on his back and attempt to do everything he can to keep competitive in this game, even though he goes down 2 players. Yeah, that's right. This was still a good gameplay, even after he played out this whole thing 2v4, which will happen in about a minute or so. His 3rd teammate will back out. His 4th already was gone. I assume this is from league play because I don't see that kind of thing happen in scrims. And, you know, pub match, people just back out constantly anyway. So I'm sure that's what it's from. However, FeaR John, with a competitive mentality, comes at this the whole game as if he's going to win it. And we'll see what happens. I know it's crazy. I skimmed through the gameplay just to see what happens a little bit. And it's nuts. You're going to want to watch the whole thing. Now, interestingly enough, he was able to secure the spawn for hardpoint number 2, which what I say is the most important thing you can ever do on most hardpoint maps. The reason being, the first hardpoint's always in the middle, on a B-dom location that's essentially impossible to secure for any amount of time. The best players are going to be able to set up on it, but the point being, more likely than not, you're going to stalemate on that first hardpoint. So getting to the second hardpoint and securing that spawn for when it switches is much more advantageous. As you can see, he's able to just clean up every single route that pushes through. I'm not sure if you saw that guy come on his right. No, he didn't. Now, there was no kill cam, so I know this is from theater. That's sort of a lag compensation thing. He might not even been able to see him as that player was coming through the... You could see him on the window. FeaR John was already turning, so that's probably why you didn't see him there. Now, with about 18 seconds left, he's still going to push this. His teammate should be able to set up by the market. Actually, he's pushing through the center as well. Gets cleaned up. Let's see where he spawns. This is going to be very critical. Does spawn at the market. Right now, actually, he should be turning around because there's nothing really he can gain by pushing this hard point. Even if he kills that guy and he was the only one securing it, that he was going to save 1 point. That's kind of a desperation move. And what he did by doing that is force himself back into the bad spawn. If he had already been set up on the marketplace, he potentially could have been holding it right now. So now he's got to play from behind, pushing up the left side flank. Gets a shock charge on him. That kind of thing is actually out of league play now, so we can all rejoice about that. Picks up a 2-piece, but there's still one more player on the hardpoint itself. Jumps onto it and cleans it up. Pops that guy's melon, pops that guy's melon, popping everybody's melon. Picks up a Hellstorm missile in the process. Now, is he going to use it right away? No. Looks out towards the statue. They are pushing that direction. Picks up 1, but does get taken out from an AR. Drops the Hellstorm missile on his head. Is he going to get the 2-piece? There's a car there to blow up as well, and he gets it. Oh, by the way, he got a Fury kill on the OBJ. That's always nice to get, right? Those are the types of things you have to do when your other teammates either aren't physically around or aren't doing their jobs. A lot of times, you'll be playing league play and your teammates are not picking up the slack. You can't really blame them. Well, you can, obviously, but you still should try to do your best to do everything you can. I think his teammate right there is using an LMG. Well, let's hope he actually can look out that window and get some slaying done. Because if your teammates aren't playing well and you're an OBJ, you have to sort of fill the role of a support player as well as hold the OBJ. You're going to have to try to figure out how to get those lines of sight, take them out of the pushing oncoming lanes of traffic towards the hard point. Very difficult thing to do as he gets shock charged and semtex from all over the place. 25 seconds left on the bell tower hard point. He probably should contest this. He's already down by 34 points, which isn't that bad considering he's down 2 players. Clears everybody off. There's one more player on it. Takes him out. Flanking around behind him. Runs out of bullets, but panic knifes him right in the jugular vein. Wow, that was amazing. Able to pull out the reload. Takes that guy coming up the center, but there is one more player chasing him from the back, but does pick up a Hellstorm missile and a lightning strike in the process. I don't know about you guys, but I love the score streaks being implemented in league play and MLG and all that, because as a spectator, it is awesome to watch stuff fly from the air and blow people up. That's what we want to see. That's what the spectators want in Call of Duty. We want to see the action. I understand it isn't 100% gun on gun, but in reality, it just adds to the fun factor of the entire experience. We can debate about the VSAT situation. I kind of wish it was still there, or at least there be some sort of larger streak we could get. I would even like to see a Lodestar. Does he drop it in the doorway? Just misses it by a hair. He probably should have went to put the Hellstorm missile into the window. I know critiquing pro players makes us feel a little uncomfortable, but honestly, I think if he was more of a pub player and was used to dropping things like Predator missiles for the last 3 years of playing Call of Duty, he probably would have been knowledgeable enough to put it through the window. That's something that he might learn next time. But then again, he's down 2 players, kind of in a panic mode. He just wanted to drop that thing as fast as he could. Now, back to hardpoint 1. He's down by approximately 40 points right now, does jump on it, and this is the only way you're going to slay while on the hard point. That's the best head glitch right there, and you can check the different lanes, but he did get picked up anyway. Drops a lightning strike here in a second. Let's see how many players he gets with it. 1, 2, and 3. Picks up a 3-piece with a lightning strike, jumps back on the OBJ, but there was a player in the Slayer spot in the middle of the map. Luckily enough, though, he is still spawning on hardpoint number 2. This is the preferable way. I always force at least one player of mine to push through this direction so he continuously spawn there. But being down points right now, he doesn't really have the luxury to push towards hardpoint number 2. He has to push to the first one, but does get stunned and picked up from the side from a vector from Zatanosaurus or whatever that guy's name was. I don't know. It doesn't matter. 8 seconds left on this one. Pushes through the bell tower. Jumps down to take out the player on the OBJ. Does get a hardpoint kill, but there is another player as well. Does he pick up a 2-piece? Pre-fires, has to reload. Does he win this gunfight? Yes, he does, but there's a 3rd player behind him. Picks him up, too, and gets blown up in the back. Now, he has been able to secure the spawn for the next hard point, but let's see if he can even push through and connect and hold this hard point as well. Picks up 2, goes back to the outside. The 3rd player should be waiting for him inside. Jumps in, checks the left, and he was, but he expected him to go through the doorway, not through the window. Picks up another from a Slayer spot. Guy running in with a crossbow. What are you doing with that, Robin Hood? You ain't doing much. Throwing a Semtex through the window. Does pick up his lightning strike and Hellstorm missile as well. 2 more pushing through. Shits him through the window. Panic knifes that guy. Scuff controller, baby. Another one pushing through the hallway. Orbital VSAT picked up. Gets flash grenade. Is he able to pick up any more there? No, he's not. Mega killer. Mega killer. I've never seen anything like that in a League play game. That was simply amazing. Honestly, he deserves to be able to use some sort of awesome streak for going on a merciless or ruthless. I don't know what it is. He got a 10 streak medal. I haven't learned what they all are yet. Headshot there. Now he's to push all the way back to the marketplace. Now, even though he did all of that beasting, essentially going on like an 11 streak on the hard point objective, holding the points forever, dropping the Hellstorm missile there. Lightning strike rather, picks up 3 and then finishes off the last one as well. He is literally taking on the whole team by himself right now. Picks up another Hellstorm missile. He needs to start dropping these streaks before they don't. Actually, I think he wasted a streak there potentially because he wasn't able to use it. Too much stuff going on. Down by 50 right now. Drops a Hellstorm missile. Picks up that guy. Doesn't whiff like he did on the last one. This is intense. With 2 minutes left, he's going to have to come back by, let's see, he has about 30 points. No, I'm sorry. Terrible math. I studied English. I didn't do math. Excuse me. About 60 seconds left. He is on hardpoint number 3 in the bell tower. His teammate is looking out the window. Let's see if he's able to use that light machine gun. Be a Slayer, baby. FeaR John needs you, bud. You're going to have to slay from the front. Does pull out the orbital VSAT. Now, that was a very smart decision to wait as long as he could to milk this time. In fact, he could have even waited about 5 more seconds, but he wasn't sure where the players were. Tossed it out. Smart score streak usage is the next level of MLG. We already know all about how stuns and grenades and setting up shots, pre-firing, snaking, drop-shotting, COD jumping. I refuse to call it Halo jumping. We all know how those dynamics work very well. That's the way Pro COD has been forever. But now that we have these larger kill streaks, obviously the VSAT isn't in pro play anymore, but we still enjoy to see it here. The higher streaks, being able to use them effectively and correctly is how you're going to see the better players shine through. You can complain about score streaks being in competitive as much as you want, but at the end of the day, some team is going to win with them and the other team is going to lose. That's the way it is. Now, with 6 seconds left, he really needs to get to the other side of the map. He's actually able to bring his team within 10 points. That orbital VSAT, did he chain it right there and he called in another orbital VSAT? Yes. Yes, he did. He was able to chain orbital VSATs, and he held the bell tower hardpoint for the entire duration. Down by 10 points still. Dropped the lightning strike, picked up 2. There's a player pushing through the middle, but there's also one coming on the right side from the marketplace. They are going to contest that head glitch, but his teammate is actually able to get a kill. That was probably the biggest kill his teammate got this entire game. Perhaps the only kill. I'm not exactly sure. I wasn't able to check. FeaR John picks up a 2-piece, but there's another player coming back around. Was able to kill his teammate. plays hide and go seek around the statue, picks him up from the right, but there's a player on his left. He gets contested from his right. I think he gets flanked around behind. What is his score? He's up by 4 points right now. There's 4 seconds left in the game. He has to get every single kill right now with this Hellstorm missile. Drops it down, picks up 1, and they win by 8 points, and he drops 82 kills.
Good job.
That just happened, ladies and gentlemen. That just happened. FeaR John is a beast! I hope you enjoyed this game, guys. I had lots of fun casting this. My name is FeaREEDO. I don't do outros.